What's going on, guys? Colonel Meat Shield reporting for duty. Long time no see, but I'm glad to be back. I had an amazing vacation. I am feeling refreshed and I'm ready to go. So thank you guys for sticking around. Okay, so real talk, there has been a ton of things going on while I was away, not only in Call of Duty, but in the FPS genre and the gaming industry as a whole, such as the addition of video games to Netflix's streaming library, the announcement and pre-sale of the highly anticipated Steam Deck, new information on Battlefield 2042, Halo Infinite, World War III sparked some life in some recent development updates, and the very recent announcement of Tom Clancy's X-Defiant. So before we start unpacking all of this, if you want to do me a solid really quick, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I'm bringing you gameplays, fails and funny moments, guides, along with discussions and gaming news like we are today. And as always, if you enjoy the video, nuke that like button and double check your notification bell from time to time. Make sure that you have that on so you don't miss any new uploads. First, let's talk about the leak from PlayStation Size on social media, along with a few other sources regarding Call of Duty 2021 to highlight some of the bigger, more important points. The more prominent leaks suggest that we will see a first teaser in August, probably between the 17th and the 19th, oddly specific, but obviously that's not yet confirmed. The official reveal is said to be through a Warzone live event, which we've talked about a lot on this in the past. Most sources agree that we will get our first official look at the game through Warzone. This is said to happen at the end of August, but around the 23rd or the 24th. I still stand by my prediction that we might actually have our first hands-on experience with the new Call of Duty game through Warzone before the official release of the game. Whether you want to call it Call of Duty 2021, Vanguard, Slipstream, which stemmed from the file names within Blizzard, if you haven't heard that before. Whatever you want to call it, I would not put it past Activision to give us just a tiny sliver of the new game through a free Warzone experience, which is played by an all-time high number of players in the Call of Duty realm, in order to entice veterans, noobs, and fairweather or non-regular Call of Duty fans to purchase the full version of the game. It would almost be like subscribing to Game Informer magazine to get the Xbox 360 demo discs to showcase the new releases that month, if anybody remembers that. Sweet Jesus, we're getting old, guys. I just literally grew a gray hair for no reason. Anyway, the difference in this scenario is Warzone is obviously free to access and under the Activision umbrella, cutting the third-party and distribution costs from the equation, so this strategy makes sense from a strictly business perspective as well. Activision is also attending Gamescom this year, which is at the end of August, which means that we will most likely see a trailer for Call of Duty 2021 during their presentation. Whether that be a reveal, cinematic trailer, or a gameplay trailer will probably depend on what we see in the weeks leading up to Gamescom. Now, there are several predictions for the release date. I won't dive into every little detail because it just makes a mess of he said, she said, as sources can sometimes conflict on specifics. The main point here is that most of the news sources, leaks, etc., suggest that the game will release sometime in November, likely mid to late November. That's a pretty safe assumption, given that Cold War, despite COVID and a short time frame on development, was released on November 13th of last year. The most supported date that I've seen so far seems to be November 12th. The World War II Pacific Theater setting is growing more and more certain the closer we get to an official announcement. The MW2 Ghost on Twitter says that he has actually seen some footage, and it was definitely World War II settings, weapons, uniforms, etc. It was using Modern Warfare 2019's assets, which align with the claim that the game will run on Modern Warfare 2019's engine. I think that choice of engine is ideal. However, I do not believe that the engine alone will magically make the game as quality and as polished as Modern Warfare 2019. But besides, I like to set the bar low and be pleasantly surprised because worst case scenario, my expectation was accurate after all. In other Call of Duty quote-unquote news, if we want to call it that, other leaks floating around there suggest that we will see a continuation of Modern Warfare 2019 series in 2022's premium release, and a Black Ops 2 inspired Call of Duty in 2023's release. If this is any indication of the franchise's overall direction, it seems that Activision is looking at a little bit of fan service and returning to the all-time favorites as it marches through the 20s. Kind of weird to say that, isn't it? God, that's another gray hair. Moving on from Call of Duty, the main competitor in the AAA first-person shooter market, Battlefield 2042 has released a few more details that we will see in the game. Cross-platform gaming will be implemented, which is great for me to be able to play with more of you guys that might be on a different platform. The best part is that cross-progression is also in the game, which is a huge plus in my opinion, especially for players that might be considering a console switch or making the big PC Master Race switch. Or vice versa if you're a victim of one too many cheated lobbies, but I digress. In any case, being able to maintain the hard-earned progression across different platforms is a great thing for the gaming community as a whole, and that will hopefully influence other live service and cross-platform games to follow suit. For example, I somehow have Grand Theft Auto 5 on PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, Steam, and somehow got another PC copy through Rockstar directly. Please do not ask me why I have that many copies, because I cannot provide a logically sound explanation for that. A simple profile system like that would have been nice to have back when the original GTA Online back in 2013 was released on PlayStation 3, so I didn't have to start on level 1 for each freaking console. Oh wait. Cross progression matched with the release window makes this a great choice for the holiday season as well, but I'll explain why that is in a separate video for Christmas shopping and gift ideas later on this year, so we'll dive more into that soon enough. Another big feature I'm looking forward to is the attachment system to customize my weapons on the fly and how the loadouts are designed. Rocket launchers are now in the equipment section, so thank God I don't have to choose between medic crates and defending myself against tanks. I cannot express how many times my role in a Battlefield match has been tank bait. I have truly earned the rank Colonel Meat Shield. I typically run a medic role in Battlefield, but having medical crates and rocket launchers quickly at my disposal might give me a chance to get into a little bit more of the action. Based on the gameplay reveal and the trailers that were released, it seems pretty obvious that EA and DICE are really going all in on the insane Battlefield plays and totally going with the flow with the over-the-top gameplay, Hollywood action set pieces inside of the match, you know, big tornado going on inside the match. That's pretty neat to see. I'm very excited for it, and I'm definitely going to jump on the Battlefield 4 servers that just got beefed up after the resurgence of players after the gameplay reveal came out. I'll see you there. Speaking of Call of Duty competitors, Ubisoft is looking to step in the ring with FPS giants Call of Duty and Battlefield with the Tom Clancy franchise. We just caught a glimpse of Tom Clancy's X-Defiant with an announcement trailer from Ubisoft, and it looks pretty neat. You get some power-ups and some class-specific abilities, but creative director Jason Schroeder and executive producer Mark Rubin insists that it is a shooter first, and the design focus is on gunplay. The classes in the game are referred to as factions with specific abilities, which are inspired by the various series in the Tom Clancy universe, like Ghost Recon and Splinter Cell, that can be mixed and matched with various loadouts and adjusted or changed mid-match. That's a nice pitch, but at the surface level, it doesn't necessarily feel groundbreaking to me, like we've kind of seen it before. But maybe that's just my initial reaction, having just seen something about updates to Apex, PUBG, TF2, and a few others. What really draws me into this game, though, is their attention to the gunplay. This has always been an important factor to me in an FPS game because I'm using the primary weapon for 95% of the time that I play, so seeing the gameplay footage of the primary weapons looks pretty satisfying. I am registered for the beta testing phase, so I'll have more to report on that after a more hands-on experience with the closed beta on August 5th. By the way, I will seldom refer to this as a Tom Clancy game because a pretty substantial amount of feedback on the reveal was, this is not a Tom Clancy game, and Clancy would be turning over in his and, you know, all that noise. It's kind of a hot topic already, and we've only seen a small introduction to the project. My thing is, yeah, it's definitely different than pretty much any of the other Tom Clancy classics, but you can't have a video game franchise last a long time without taking some risks and trying some new things. I won't dive too deep into that, so let's move on. The game is obviously still in development, so no release date as of yet, but if you want to see more of X-Defiant covered on this channel, let me know in the comments section below. I'd be more than happy to add this one to my playlist if that's what you want to see. World War III just released a development update, and it's finally got some life into it. I don't know if anybody even keeps track of that game anymore, but I have a link in the description below if you want to check that out. It'll give you some more details about what's coming to the World War III update. It still is not available in any stores, so we can't really get our hands on it just yet, but hopefully we'll see some more of that here soon. Halo Infinite is another game that I'm pretty excited about. It is already coming up. I can't even believe it. This year has gone by so fast compared to last year. If you guys want to see more of Halo Infinite, some gameplay footage, I am going to be part of the beta flight testing, so if you want to see some more of that, be sure to let me know in the comments section below. Really curious to see what kind of games you guys want to see on here. A lot of AAA first-person shooters are coming out, so a lot to look forward to. Just let me know what you guys want to see. I'd be more than happy to cover it. Until then, I'm just going to keep doing what I want. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it for this one. So if you enjoyed, nuke that like button. Be sure to subscribe. Make sure your notification bell is turned on. Do not miss any new videos that I'm going to have coming out. I'll have a few more coming out here soon. There's definitely a lot more to cover now. Sometimes it kind of feels like there's a little bit of a lull in the Call of Duty realm. I don't really want to be posting just random gameplays if no one's gonna watch it. That's just taking up space that could be used elsewhere. I don't want to put boring content on YouTube. I also may start streaming at the end of the year. So if you guys would like to see a live stream, let me know in the comment section below. If you have a specific game in mind, I want to know about it. I'm just curious about what you guys want to see. All right, I'm done talking. I'll get out of your ear. I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.